Right. Yeah, coming. I did actually go brush my hair again this time, so twice in a row before jumping and going live. All right, welcome to Hot Wheels and a Dork, and of course you saw the picture here right up front. These are the cars we're talking about today. This top one is from my personal collection, and this one is brand new. This is the one that we will be opening. This top one we're going to, of course, leave in the package. It does not come out of the package. Mine will not get open. This will go actually back home after the episode and back into my box and well, one of the boxes anyway, and it will stay there for another probably 20 some odd years before it ever gets done anything with. um, this is, let's see, uh collector number 35 from 2002, and this is a first edition. This is a 2002. Here, let's put that like that so you guys can read that. 2002 first edition. Is that, oops, let's turn it right side up. There, now you can read it. 2002 first edition. This is number 23 out of 42 first editions from 2002. And it is a 57 Cadillac Eldorado Brougham. And again, with these old cars, any of you who are watching know I really love old cars. And I really like the interior that's on this one, this molded interior you can see in there. It's got some pretty decent detail that you can see through there, but it's, I like the, on the back, the Hot Wheels emblem, the rear bumper. They did a good job on that molding there for the license plate area. The fins on that are great. The body molding across the bottom with the skirt, the fender skirts there. And that's not even a really a custom deal. In fact, the reason why I'm doing both Cadillacs, and this again from my own collection, and it'll go, says race and win online, get the code. I did not do that. I never did any of these things that are on here. But this is again really old, 2002, really old. Nah, I've shown you guys older. If you go back to the other episodes, much older. In fact, cars that are almost as old as me, and I'm in my 50s. So, but we've got the, race and win. Here's how: get the code by peeling the sticker on the front. And I don't know if there's a sticker. There's a sticker, this black spot behind the car. That's a sticker there. So you have to open the car, peel the sticker off, and get the code, and then go online back when the internet was all the new thing in town, and uh, enter your secret code, race and win. So what was that, 17 years ago now? This was a thing you could do with your Hot Wheels that you bought instead of just leaving them in a package and throwing them in a box eventually. I mean, once upon a time I used to have them out and up everywhere, and I just really enjoyed having them because I always, as you guys know, wanted to keep all my stuff new, and that's again what this is about. But my I actually have owned a number of Cadillacs throughout my life, and actually technically still do. Um, we actually have a Cadillac that the brakes went out on. It's a 2000 Cadillac DTS, and it is a great running car. It's actually got newer shock struts. We've had it for a while. Got our two middle kids through high school. They drove it there and back. New shock struts, brand new battery. But the brakes went to crap. The brake lines popped. We've even got a new master cylinder on it, but then the brake lines popped. Luckily, whilst I was driving it, and I say luckily because, I was at home, it did it in the driveway. So we were able to get it, pulled out, parked, towed. But is actually sitting over at a place in Ringwood, Illinois. Denny, thank you so much. Uh, Actually, we're not going to get it fixed because it's fixing everything that's wrong with the brakes would just, and plus the caliper seized on it. but it would just be way more than the car's actually even worth. Fixing those brakes would cost way more than the car's actually worth. But my very first was a 1970 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. It was kind of a light blue and had that white vinyl top on it, and it did had the fender skirts on the rear wheels as well. Loved that car. Oh my gosh, it was amazing, and just really, really enjoyed it. It eventually got sold. I had that. I mean, I was what, maybe 24, 25, somewhere 24, 25, somewhere between 23 and 25, which would be 24, somewhere in that age when I had that car. Since then, at one point, my wife and I had his and her Cadillacs from, I think they were 92s or 93s. I don't recall which year. Hers was gold, mine was a deep burgundy. Really liked those. I had a Cadillac Concourse, which replaced the what was the other real high end Cadillac? Anyway, Cadillac Concourse. Um, and again, we've still got the one that's sitting in the shop right now. It's gonna get sold. We'll either find somebody who wants to buy it, or probably, if we have to, we'll have it towed and scrapped. We'll sell it for scrap, which is a shame. It's a strong running car, but with no brakes, what good is it? And the brakes, the cost to fix the whole brake system, which is just unfortunately shot on that car, is it's going to cost more than the car's actually really worth. So at this point, but still, uh, if I really wanted to keep it, I would probably go ahead and fix the brakes, but don't really want to keep it. And I've always enjoyed Cadillacs, really loved them, appreciated them. Now this is the new one, and I tell you that very first one I had, man, it was a huge freaking car. And actually even lined the trunk one time before doing some work to it. Put a plastic liner in it, filled it with water, and we had a pool party in the trunk of that car. It was ridiculous. That was amazing, but really enjoyed that. I really, really liked that car. Had that big, what was it, the 455 in it. Lot of power. It would cut those rear wheels loose, and you could squeal the tires all the way up the block in that thing. It was so heavy, it was easy to break those tires loose. But anyway, this is of course a newer one. It's a 16 Cadillac ATS-VR. Now I am actually not. I like the way this looks. This is a cool car, and this is another one that my wife picked up while she was out and about, and because of course we talked about what she did this week, and so she bought me a Cadillac and a Mercedes, which we had the Mercedes on. It's over on the shelf over there. We opened the Mercedes yesterday. Now we're going to open a Cadillac today. And I do like this car. The wheels look really cool. I like the decals on it. The fin is cool. The casting. I mean, look at that. The headlamps, and it's, well, we'll open it. I'll quit talking about it. But again, you guys know this is all born from never really being able to. I mean, we just didn't have the dollars when I was a kid. That made every new toy just such a treasure to me. And and that stayed with me as an adult, even though now I can go out, buy a 94-cent toy and pop it open and just enjoy it for what it is. But I've talked about, anytime I get something new, I don't actually want to open it. And it's a weird thing. It shouldn't exist. It's all stuck up here in my head, and wanting to keep things new when you get them. But we're gonna open it, okay? And you guys know you have this little stretch here is never sealed. We're gonna pop that and drop it. Pop and drop. And again, I'll sign that, put it on the shelf. We are going to be doing some giveaways here. So if you see a car that you want, let me know. People start putting comments here. I know we're still building the 24/7 WPL YouTube channel. We got more content coming to it. We're going to have a lot more fun with it. Right now, we're just filling with content, and this is a fun way for me to do that. Hot Wheels and a Dork here. But ooh, look at that. Look at, ooh, even the little logos there, logo there, and the back. You can see the back, the detail on the back of that. It's actually really pretty nice. A lot of detail there in that molding. Even the windshield and the interior is red, so you can see the red interior. We'll let the light shine down into that. That's really very cool. Really is. And you get kind of that bluish color there. And this is a it's a made in, what is that, Malaysia, right there, and which I think almost all Hot Wheels are now. They're just yeah. Let's see, made in, yeah, made in Malaysia. Copyright 2017, 16 Cadillac ATS-VR and TMGM, and of course copyright Mattel and all that other good stuff there. But plastic base rivets, and this is, you can tell. Look at that. Look at those. Zoom. Those wheels just spin super free. So that'd probably be fast down a track. It's actually, I guess, from their race day series there. But it is really cool. But I don't actually like the new Cadillacs. I don't know that I would ever buy one. I might at some point, because I am looking, you guys know at this point I'd like to get a truck or an SUV. The older Escalades, I don't mind. They're kind of cool. Uh, but it's hard to kind of find one that's in decent shape for the dollars people want for them. Um, I look at things now, look at cars now, and there's just so much of these older cars are way overpriced. They're just not worth the dollars people are asking. They really aren't. Um, and but that's okay. Maybe that's their treasure, and they want, or maybe they did something to it and they want money out of it. But you got to want what they did to it, and that's just how that goes. It doesn't make it actually that valuable for the market. Man, I so need a haircut, guys. Sorry about that. But this is, I really like the detail on this. I really do. See, and it's hard for me to get a Hot Wheel I don't like. Now, I don't like the fantasy one. The fantasy, I'll probably never have like the fantasy type, the things that look like animals, or just really, really, you know, goofy Hot Wheel things. Because there are a couple more that I've already got. Again, my wife picked up a handful while she was out the other day, because, of course, you know, and you guys know the little story now. She actually got a summer car of her own, and maybe at some point we'll have a picture of that. But it's a real one. So and I did not take it this morning, going off to meet all the folks for coffee this morning, the Friday mornings with that we do, that we have and hang out together. So, but here, Hot Wheels in a Dork, we have two. Uh, the new Cadillac, again, had quite a few as growing, as I've been an adult, and the old Cadillac. Now that, if I found one of those that was in good, pretty decent condition, that was within my budget, I'd probably pick one up. But those are super pricey now if they're in decent or good condition. Those the dollars on those have gone up, and they are worth generally the dollars. But um, this is cool. This is fun. So, woohoo! Uh, and rolling it across the computer keyboard again. I'm a dork. I know. I don't mind. Not a big deal. Again, folks, still, even I keep up saying, "Ooh, you got a sponsor for Hot Wheels and a Dork?" Nope, not yet, and not in so much as no one's written a check. So this is an unsponsored video still. Really thrilled that 24/7 WPL has the space and time for these to go up on the brand new YouTube channel, building up content, building up watch time on the channel, because we want to get this up. Really, really want people to click and subscribe. You don't have to like. Certainly, if you don't like it, but if you do like it, very cool. If you like Hot Wheels, you're a collector, or you other things from childhood, comment down there. We leave the comments open. Maybe we'll get some great ones. Maybe we'll get some not so great ones. Again, the older you get, the less you really care about what other folks think. So just we invite you to have, I invite you to have fun right along with me on this stuff. So, are there things that you got into collecting that you used to have as a kid, and then you discovered, hey, I can actually get these things now too? Which is exactly what I did with Hot Wheels because my parents quit buying them because I wouldn't open and play with them. So I wanted them to stay new because we just hardly ever got brand new toys. And just as I mentioned yesterday, whoops, I kind of moved the camera there, didn't I? Anyway, doesn't matter. We're we're running along. We're at 15 minutes here now, and I do want to keep these relatively short on the videos, but very, very cool. Very cool Cadillacs this morning. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for just a few minutes. And again, this one goes home. It stays in the package, goes back in my collection, and we'll show you some more next week. We do have a great big one, and I need to make sure that one still works before sharing it because it does have some functionality to it. I hope it still works. But at any rate, we'll talk with you all again next week, Thursday, Friday on Hot Wheels and a Dork. Love to hear from you guys. Shoot a note to 247WPL@gmail.com. Subscribe, put comments in, and we're just going to have fun. Take care, guys. Thanks for hanging out.